Village's community is known for being a very veteran base, and because of that, it's pretty patriotic.
It really is. With so many 4th of July events canceled around Central Florida due to the pandemic, movie theaters in the Villages wanted to do something to allow the community to still come together and celebrate their patriotism.
So they've gone ahead and programmed some veteran-made patriotic films. You can catch them on the big screen through Sunday. One of those films is called National Anthem Girl. I got to speak via Zoom with the girl herself, Janine Stang, as well as Alex Mills from the theater to talk about how you can enjoy this experience while staying safe. A big weekend coming up with movies in the Villages. One of those featuring you, Janine. Tell us about this documentary.
It was a documentary made off of the 2-year journey that I had when I decided to go sing the national anthem in all 50 states. So to see it all put together is pretty crazy and fun.
So I was watching some interviews with you, and I love what you say about this is our song, regardless of your political affiliation or who you want to win the ball game. For that 90 seconds, we're all united. Talk about why that's so important right now, you think?
Well, I think why I went out to go sing the national anthem was really to honor our veterans. It was sort of like, well, I can sing, so how can I use my voice for good? And the whole purpose wasn't because of anything else, but to thank the veterans, whatever they believe, to say, you wrote a check that was blank, you would give up to and including your life for our freedoms. So I got to interface with all of these different people. And the amazing thing is, during this movie that a lot of people are gonna see over the next couple of days, you get to see the people that I met. And one of the things that I came out of that journey firmly believing is that America is beautiful and Americans are beautiful.
A lot of safety precautions happening in the Villages, so we have someone here to talk to us about that, and we have a really cool view of this theater.
You'll notice that all of our staff members are now wearing masks as well as gloves in an effort to make sure that we protect ourselves as well as our guests. We have directional arrows. You'll see them here on the floors in the theaters. Directional arrows as well as social distance markers to ensure that our guests are staying socially distanced and safe. In our auditoriums, we have groups of 2 seats you'll see next to 3 empty seats with a row which is empty behind and in front of our guests, making sure that everybody stays in their 6 feet spacing. We've increased our staff so that we can have staff members walk our guests into the theaters and show them the appropriate places to seat. As far as our cleaning goes, our staff has always done an excellent job of keeping our theaters clean. The challenge now is with the new disinfecting policies. So to this end, we have added in a brand new product. It's a peroxide-based hospital-grade disinfectant. And what we do with that is we spray down all the contact surfaces in the auditorium, the seats, the cup holders, the rails. We make sure to get the push bars and the door handles and just anything that a guest might touch while they're in the auditorium.
Now, Janine, I saw you say that you think it's important for folks to know you work with what you have, where you are. I don't think I said it quite the way you say it, but talk about your message and what folks sitting at home who are kind of like, maybe in a rut can take from that.
Yeah, Theodore Roosevelt has a quote that I love. It's my favorite quote. And he says, do what you can with what you have where you are. And I think a lot of times we're thinking, well, something has to happen. I have this, thing that I'd like to happen first before I can help others or, whatever. And I call those a when then statement. And what I really always used to say was, when I make it big, then I'll give back. And when I decided to get rid of the make it big part, when I realized that wasn't really so important, that wasn't going to make me satisfied, what was helping others. Just doing something for others, it doesn't have to be huge. It could just be, put one foot in front of the other. So even if you feel like you're home or things are very different for everybody right now, I think the most important thing is to think, well, what do I have and what can I do with that? And then it grows.
And I want to make sure that all the people out there know, leave your worries at home, come out to the movies, get immersed in a wonderful tale for a few hours while we keep you safe and comfortable, giving you an enjoyable experience in these trying times.
Yeah, we all need that.
Until then, stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies.
Doesn't that sound nice?
It does.
Alex says besides taking all of those precautions in the theater, they're also just as diligent with cleaning bathrooms and having periodic fumigation services as well.
Janine will be introducing National Anthem Girl herself live virtually at the theater tonight at the Old Mill Playhouse at 7 tonight and tomorrow at the Barnstorm Theaters at 7.
And all of that is on clickorlando.com and all the shows they have planned over the weekend. I miss the smell of popcorn at the theater right now. Wow.
That does sound good. And you know, one thing Janine mentioned, and if there are any teachers watching, she said you can reach out to her on social media, which we'll link that for you on clickorlando.com. But you can reach out to her on her social media and she will do a Zoom chat with your class after they watch the film. So I think that that's something that's a really cool option for teachers and students.
Yeah.